Well, hello. Welcome to another Five for Five. I've traded in one Mindek for another today. So instead of having Pastor Mark with me, I have Becky Mindek joining me. We're going to talk a little bit about a special event coming up at church on Saturday. So, Becky, what's happening on Saturday?
Well, I'll tell you, but first I'll say you look kind of lonely there by yourself, PJ, without Mark sitting next to you.
Yeah, well, I've been home all week this week, so I'm looking forward to. I'd say I could sit next to Mark next week, but you guys are heading out to vacation for a couple of weeks, so it won't be a
Yes,
few more weeks until you see Pastor Mark and I sitting side by side again.
I know. That's true. Well, I'm very excited about Saturday. We waited a long time, as many know. It was in June, and we had to postpone and postpone, but we had it planned for a good 6 months before that. But that's okay. We are excited that it's finally coming up, and it happens to fall the day before our church opens up, which is so cool because it's like we're opening to our community, and then the next day we're opening our church, of course, to our community also. But we'll be in the parking lot all day this Saturday, July 11th, from 9 to 4, selling anything. Pretty much you can bring anything to donate from 8 to 8:30. We ask that you bring it already priced. From 8 to 8:30, we will put it on tables, we will sell it, and the neat part is where the money goes. It is not for us, it is for our Night to Shine, which is our special needs prom for individuals with special needs, and we're really excited about that. And also the youth group is going to sell some snacks, so they will be there and supplying us with beverages and snacks, and that will also go to support youth group.
So this is a church-wide yard sale. I have never been part of this before. What are we talking about? Maybe one or two tables, or are we talking about 100 tables? What does it look like?
Well, we never know from year to year. The first year we thought maybe 5 or 6, 10 tables. We literally had probably 25 tables, and then we had to lay out tarps and put things on that. We just didn't know, but we got a lot of stuff the 2 years we've done it from the people in our church, and we're so thankful because we usually make around $2,000 to give to some cause.
Oh, that's a lot of money. That's pretty cool. Now, I know that you are a lover of garage sales. You love just kind of stopping from one place to another and looking for a good find. So, how would you rate the yard sale at Auburn Alliance Church compared to other ones that you stop at from your summer travels?
Sorry, I'm laughing because your dog was behind you and he was so cute. I was going to say, bring him to the yard sale. We could sell him for a good amount.
That would be good. We're actually dog sitting two of our dogs that belong to one of our daughters right now. They're in the process of moving, so we got a couple dogs with us for a little while. And
Okay.
I didn't realize he jumped up on the on
He
the
did.
on the chair. That's
He
pretty
did.
cool.
But yes, what are we selling? We have tools, usually furniture, clothes, books and DVDs and toys, supplies. There's really everything. I never know till that morning. It's a surprise to me because we ask that people just bring it that morning so it doesn't clog up the church. And so we put it literally on a table already priced from the people's homes. And then we have some cashier people who work, and they are really the only ones. The rest of us are walking around and kind of just supervising, helping people. To be honest, this is a great opportunity to just come talk to our community because
Yeah.
basically there's nothing to really do, but you can stand around and talk. And last year, well, every year I've met some people. We have some people that come to our church now because we stood in the parking lot and talked to them. And also last year, it was so neat. An individual with special needs came with extra money from her mother. And she said, here's my money for what I'm buying. And we said, well, that's too much. And she said, no, my mother said to give all of this because she loves Night to Shine and she wants it to go to that cause.
That's
So it's
wonderful.
really a fun opportunity to get to know our community. So even if you don't want to buy anything, come by, get a snack from the youth group because the youth group is raising their money for life,
Yeah,
a
for the
life
next trip.
conference.
Yep, next
Yeah.
next trip for that. Well, that's great. So, do we say that this is a yard sale that happens rain or shine?
We usually do, but this year we noticed the forecast for Saturday and Sunday says a storm. So
Yeah.
because it says a storm, I don't think we're going to put up our tents and be okay. If it got bad on Friday, I have put in the newspaper that it will be postponed for August 1st, the same
Okay.
time, 9 to 4. but August 1st.
So we're planning on sending an email out to everybody. Is that late Friday or early Saturday that's going to say, okay, we're going to do it, or we're going to put this off for a couple of weeks?
So on Friday night, it's pretty sure that we would be clear whether we were having it or not. So come unless you get a Breeze email. Just come, okay?
Yeah, because we know we're recording this on Tuesday, and how many times is the weather forecast going to change between now and Saturday?
Totally.
It's probably another 5 times it'll change. So we're not going to make the call for sure until we get closer. So look for that email to come to let you know if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And we're really looking forward to the opportunity to do something like this. You know, Becky, you mentioned it already, but one of my favorite things about these kind of events, and I'll just tell you, I'm not a yard sale guy myself. I dread having a yard sale, only because I don't like bartering over prices. It's just not something that I really like doing. But this is a great kind of an event because it invites people who are non-church goers onto our church property. And not only do they see what our property looks like, but they meet the people of our church, and they find out that we're normal people. And if we have an opportunity to talk with them and hear about a need, then we can offer to encourage them or pray for them. And as you said, hopefully this opens up the door for them to come back to our church property another time, like when we're having a worship service. So I do like these opportunities, and I'm really thankful for them. So
that's a good attitude, PJ, because I bet you'll find something to buy. I guarantee, in fact, PJ, it's a challenge. You will walk away from that yard sale and you will have bought something, okay?
Well, that's another reason why I don't like yard sales, because you walk up and you could spend $20, $30 every time you walk onto a yard sale and buy all this kind of stuff you may or may not need. And
yes.
My kids would always just say, hey, Dad, can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? And I'd say, we got to stop going to yard sales because we just spend too much money at them.
I gave 2 tours last year, or the last 2 years, 2 tours that people wanted to see the inside of the building because they had never seen the inside of the church. And they said, I drive by here all the time and I never see anything in the front yard. And so those people saw the church yard sale going on, and there was finally something that they could see visible, because when we're in church, they don't see us.
That's right.
And so they asked for a tour. And one of those couples is coming back to our church already for the last year and a half. So I just think it's a great opportunity to be outside and wear a mask. Don't forget your mask, okay? Yeah. We are wearing masks.
Yeah, we're wearing face coverings, and we'll have hand sanitizers there so people can sanitize their hands. And we're also going to be very careful about the number of people that are gathered together in one place. So we might have to limit the number of people that are able to come through, because we just don't want large crowds of people to be gathered together in one place. And we'll be aware of those things. So at this point, Becky, are you feeling like, is there a plea that you have to give to people? We need more stuff, or we need more volunteers? Or are we looking pretty lined up, pretty good for this Saturday?
People have been saving for a long time and texting me all through COVID shutdown. What do I do with all this stuff in the garage? And I said, save it, save it, save it. So finally they get to haul out the garage. So a lot of women will be very happy on Saturday that they're getting this stuff out of their basement and their garage. But there is a plea. We don't have enough people usually for the 8 o'clock time. We need strong-bodied people who can help us get tables out. I'll be there at 7 a.m. trying to haul out tables, putting up some tents if we need it. So that's what we need. We need people to bring some tents if they have them, to have on hand. Last year we brought them all and didn't need them. But I would like them there in case it's a little bit of a sprinkle. And also there to put up tables. You can even leave. If you come from 7 to 9 and then you want to leave, we have the youth group hauling everything away down to Goodwill at 4 o'clock. So we're good as far as the pickup, but we could use some table picker-uppers if you want to come back at 4. But the crucial time is 7 or 7:30, whenever you can get there. We really need you there to get some tables out. So that would be great. And we do need some people who will stand, like you said, and limit the people in their cars. Once they pull in and park, if we get too many people in the open lot where we do the sale, we will say, could you stay in your car, and then let them come when there's not so many people. So we do need some parking lot attendees.
Crowd control. Well, I just want to say thank you to you, Becky. And You have a really great heart for this, and I really appreciate all the time and the effort that you've put into it so far. We are excited about multiple things. One, we're excited about the chance to raise some more money for Night to Shine, because that is just an outstanding event. Two, we're excited about the exposure that we have to our community through this. As you had said, this is a way for us to say we're open again. You know, we as a church are gathering together, and yeah, the day after this Sunday, we have an opportunity to gather for in-person services for the first time since March, which is really amazing to think about that. We have an opportunity to meet some people. We have an opportunity to develop relationships. We have the opportunity to find a good find, something cool that you could take home.
Yeah.
And as you had said, there's opportunities that you can come and serve, even if this isn't the kind of thing for you. If you just want to come and help set up tables or take down tables, we could really use help for that.
Yeah,
So,
and the youth group. Don't forget, you can come get a snack. Say you're out on Grand Ave shopping and you just want some Cheetos, then come on by the church and buy the Cheetos from the youth group and a lemonade or something, because it supports them going to life. It'll be a lot of fun.
yeah, cool. Good stuff. All right. Well,
Yeah.
again, I'm looking forward to it. I really excited about all the good stories that we're going to have to come out of this. Any last things that you want to add before we say goodbye?
I was just thinking how fun, when you were talking, how fun it'll be at 4:00 when we leave, or 5 by the time we get cleaned up, to say, hey, see you tomorrow at church.
Yeah, that'll be
That'll
great.
be fun.
Yep. Well, again, thanks, Becky. Looking forward to
Thank
having the
you.
yard sale this Saturday. And hopefully it's going to be a great event and we see God do some pretty amazing things.
Amen.